In this video, I'm going to teach you how to dominate with Mortis and Slap Battles. First things first, you can't dominate without getting the glove. If you already have the glove, skip to this timestamp. To unlock Mortis, you'll need the Die Hard badge. That means beating Dave in hard mode, with only 3 hearts, no regen, and Dave holding an extra 75 HP. To get the boss fight started, you first need to enter the Barzal portal. Luckily, the devs lowered the portal for easy access, so you can enter the portal even with 0 slaps. The quickest way to enter is to use error and teleport straight to the portal. Next, you need to exit this house and go into the second Barzal portal. If some of your friends are tagging along, they need to have already beaten the day boss fight to activate hard mode. Once you enter Evil Barzal, you need to go behind the portal and find this door on the right with a magenta glow. Make sure when you enter, you don't fall off the pillar. After you enter the door, you need to go behind the pillar and pick up the cursed ice. You will be greeted with a pop-up saying, "This will activate hard mode for everyone. Are you sure?" Click yes, and you will activate hard mode for everyone. Now, everyone needs to drop off the pillar and land on the map. This will trigger the opening cutscene for the boss fight. If you don't want to watch the cutscene, you can skip it in the bottom left corner. However, if you are playing with other people, everyone with you must also press skip. If just one person doesn't, you'll have to watch the whole thing. I won't go into depth on different strategies to beat the boss fight, as there are plenty of tutorials out there, but I will link one of them in the description. Now, let's talk about some strategies that you can use to destroy your competition. First, you can use the transmission ability to avoid getting slapped off the edge. This can be helpful if someone is cornering you. Make sure you use the ability before you get slapped, and not after, as you cannot use the ability when you are ragdolled. Here is it being used in-game. Another strategy involving the transmission ability is to use your ability near ledges to throw your opponents into the abyss. This strategy is risky, but it can pay off if executed correctly. Here is it being used in-game. The last tip I have for transmission is if you're being chased and find yourself cornered, use the ability to teleport away and turn the tables. Now they're the vulnerable one. This makes it way easier to launch your opponent off the edge than being cornered. Here is it being used in-game. Those were some great tips for transmission, but let's take things up a notch. Let's talk about Mortis mode. Now, before you activate Mortis mode, there is one tip that I should share with you. If you've used Mortis, you might know that when someone tries to hit you while you're in Mortis mode, you'll be pushed backwards, and a boulder will be summoned directly above your attacker, acting as a parry mechanic. Now, if someone tries to slap you while you are near the edge of the map, you might fall off, since you get pushed backward. That's why, if you are in Mortis mode, you should avoid the edges of the map. Mortis mode also gives you a higher jump, which can be very useful. You can use this to jump over pushers trying to push you off and catch your opponents off guard with surprise attacks. While we are in Mortis mode, we should talk about his unique abilities. For the awesome car, cool rock, and even the transmission ability, you should aim for where your opponents are going to be, not where they are currently. With awesome car, drive into the path you expect them to move toward to intercept them. With cool rock, kick it ahead of their movement so they run straight into it. And with transmission, throw the mine where you think they'll be when it explodes. That way, you have a better chance of hitting them. Here is it being used in-game. One important tip, don't use the awesome car ability if you're facing toward the edge of the map while standing near the center or farther out. You need enough room to push your opponent safely without accidentally falling off like Yoshi's side B in Smash. Always check your positioning before using it. And that's how you dominate with the Mortis Glove in Slap Battles. Master these tips and abilities, and you'll be wrecking the competition in no time. If this guide helped you out, consider liking the video, it would help out a lot. If you want to see some more Slap Battles videos, like this one, consider subscribing. Do you have your own Mortis tips and tricks? Comment them down below. I like reading your guys' comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep slapping.